One of the first important requirements are your measuring cups, your measuring spoons, because measurement has to be correct, otherwise you will end up with a wrong or badly baked cake. And this kind of measuring cups are easily available. This is 1 cup, half cup, 1/3 cup and 1/4 cup. These are easily available anywhere, and even in this form you get the measuring cups. This is 1 cup and the spoon measurement is over here. But if possible, try to buy the metal measuring spoons, because plastic at some point or the other might break, and generally metal is more preferable than plastic. But these also, measurement wise, these are also good enough. And you need to make sure that your measurements are a level cup. It should not be, if it's like 1 cup of flour, it should not be like a mountain over here. You need to make sure that it's one level cup. Same goes for anything else that you measure. It has to be 1 cup, then it has to be exactly 1 cup, not less, not more. Same with these measuring spoons. 1 tablespoon, half a tablespoon, 1 teaspoon and half a teaspoon. When you measure, you need to make sure that it's a level measurement. In order to make it level, run a knife through it or run your finger through it, and it will be one level spoon. Next is a mixing bowl like this. You get these kind of bowls easily in the market. This is something I got from IKEA recently, and you get this kind of a mixing bowl, or you could also use a Borosil glass mixing bowl, which can be used for multiple other baking related purpose. Now this is not 100% must buy. You can use any other available dish at home for mixing, but since these are easily available in the market, you might as well buy it. You also get this kind of jug for measuring purpose. See, they have these cups over here, and these are like liters for measuring liquid. Generally it's used ml and ounce and all those things, but I have never really used this. But you can still buy if you come across, and it's quite reasonable rate. Apart from all those, another important requirement is this tool for weighing of your ingredients, and this is not very expensive, and it lasts long and very simple to measure. You just have to switch it on, and you have different units. See, they have ml, grams, ounce. So generally grams and ml is what you require. So make sure that you whatever you're measuring it with, keep it and make sure it's 0, and then measure. Whatever you're using in order to weigh it, make sure you place it, and the number over here you need to make it as 0, and only then you add in, and that's when you get the exact quantity that you're required. So this is something which will always be helpful, and it is not very expensive. This is an electric beater, which is again not highly priced and very helpful for any other, like you want to whisk eggs or anything else you want to blend, even for making ghee purpose also this is good. So this is a must in every household, and if you want to make like whipped cream, this is very much needed. Very easy to use it, and easy. You have to just press over here, and it comes off, and easy to wash. And I would say this is a must for baking or for anything else also. this is the sieve which I was talking about. In order to sieve all the dry ingredients, you get different kinds these days, and you can use anything that you want. Just sieving in the right way is what is important. This is a balloon whisk, which is I wouldn't say it is a must in every house, but this is again easily available. So for cake mixing purpose or any whisking purpose, this is always good to have at home. And this is also easily available, and it's a silicone spatula, and this helps a lot in mixing, and in the final scraping it's a smooth process along with because of this silicone spatula. And this is something you usually get as a set, the silicone brush, which is very useful for greasing of your pan. So this is again important. Now coming to the pans that we use, you don't need to buy a variety of sizes. A standard size of this kind is easily available, and one is enough. Usually you get it as a set of 3, I think 6-inch, 8-inch and 7-inch pans, round cake tins. The aluminium one works out fine, but you don't need to buy every different size. This kind of a size, I think this is 7 or 8-inch. This is what is generally used in most of the recipes. And you can see that I have kept my parchment paper, butter paper, sorry, it's not a butter paper, it's I've kept my parchment paper over here itself, because I reuse this parchment paper. It's not a one-time use for me. I use it a couple of times till I feel it's quite used and old. And I do a simple way of cutting the parchment paper is I place them on the back, and then I draw a circle and I cut it. I find this method to be useful and easy, and once I'm done, I wash and keep it inside the particular. Now this is the parchment paper which I have, baking and cooking paper. I got this long bag, and I don't think I would be able to open and show how much is left, but I've been using this for quite a long time, and it's a very good and useful and worthwhile product to buy. And now let me tell you that parchment paper and butter paper are not the same. This is something I learned recently too. I noticed in a shop there was butter paper easily available for very cheap, and later on I realized that butter paper is something that you don't use for cooking baking purpose. For baking purpose you need something like this. It is called as a parchment paper. Baking or cooking paper or parchment, you can see it's parchment paper. MRP is 220. I bought in 2017. It is still going good for me. These are the tools which I mentioned about, and these are what it's most important for your baking purpose. Measuring tools are important, and all these kinds of bowls and spatulas just help you to make the batter ready in a nice manner. Suppose you don't have any measuring cup and you're someone who uses like this kind of a cup to measure, then you could try it out, but make sure that you use the same kind of cup for measuring, like half a cup of flour, then half a cup of milk, then use the same cup to measure, half cup also. Don't use different size of cups. But I'd say do buy all these kind of measuring tools, because it is very important, very easily available and useful too. Now if you want to make a loaf cake, then you get these kind of a loaf pan, and this is like a bread tin, can be used as a loaf pan also, but I've never really used or baked bread. And if you want to bake cupcakes, then this is something that you require, and my cupcake mold is in a bad condition right now. Always better to buy a 6 cupcakes mold like this, because I think the bigger one might not be convenient for all kinds of ovens, the 12 cupcake molds or something like that. and you give this cupcake liners as well, and also you get separate silicone cupcake molds also in which you can bake your cupcakes. Now apart from that, you also get this turntable. I got this recently from Amazon. This is not a great turntable, it's for like beginner purpose or something like that. If you want to get a real good turntable, then make sure that it's a strong one where the base is not lightweight. But I got this as a set. I got the piping bags and the nozzles and this one as a set, and this is something which you can buy later on. But what I wanted to mainly show were the main ingredients and the important things to remember in order to bake well.
While baking, your ingredients have to be at room temperature, and all your dry ingredients need to be well mixed. Therefore, sieving is important, and your baking powder has to be fresh. There are ways in which you can check for the freshness of your baking powder, because otherwise your cake might not rise well, it might turn out flat. And try to buy good quality brands which are available at reasonable price. Preheating of the oven is important, but don't overheat. Between 5 to 10 minutes of preheat works out well. Keep in mind the normal cooking process where you heat the pan first before adding the ingredients. Therefore, the oven temperature should be exact, not too hot, not too cold. Thank you for watching. Happy baking, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.